We are young, wild, and free. Let's begin HOTBEAT. Monday's HOTBEAT on February 21st, 2022. We have started with a song called I Found Love by Oh My Girl. Hello to all of our HOTBEAT family. I'm HOTBEAT's DJ Howon of W24, your one and only Hodi. Let's get started with today's HOTBEAT. So, today I have a side story talking about how people feel when they see, part-time workers. Yes. I guess people tend to say that they tend to feel older when they see part-time workers who look very young. Yeah. I actually can't relate to this, but anyways, that's what they say. And also, it's like also this. I didn't know when I was younger, but now that you see the part-time job workers, you tend to feel, 진짜 힘들겠다. It must be so tiring. That means that you guys have grown. You have become adults because that's the reason I say this is because you're able to relate to their hardships and all that stuff. So that means that you have gain a little bit of age, gotten older, feeling like a grown-up. Yes. Anyways, I did actually do lots of part-time jobs when I was in college. When I was in high school back in Peru, I was so expecting to go to college and do part-time jobs. You guys all know that I didn't study a lot in college. I'm not really close to studying. Yeah, studying was very, very far away from me. But anyways, yeah, part-time jobs. I did stuff like work in a cafe. I worked in restaurants as well. I did a lot of cleaning dishes. And I also did, PC room stuff as well. Among all of them, I think the cafe part-time job was the best one for me. I love cafes. I love the environment, the smell, all the drinks that you can actually make and you can drink to yourself, all the desserts and all that stuff. And the cafe that I worked also had a bakery. And so it was really, really good. The smell of bread, especially in the mornings, so good. But anyways, they also say that the most famous, or actually the most popular part-time job work among all of them here in Korea is actually amusement park part-time jobs. I'm gonna say maybe this is kind of it depends on the situation or it depends on the person because I've seen amusement park workers, part-time job workers do it very, very stressfully. Because imagine having so many, lots of children, you can't handle them and they go crazy and you'll be like, 아이들 좀 천천히 해주세요. But, they don't listen. For example, for me, I would be one of those people who just say, yeah, hey, stop it, But as a part-time job worker, you cannot do that. So I'm going to say people who have positive energies naturally would be very good with that job. I would be very stressed. Yeah. I'm more like a mellow kind of person, so cafe works for me. I'm more like, 네, 뭐 주문하시겠어요? I'm more like that. So, anyways, we'll now listen to a song. I'll be back with Jay for our Monday segment, OMG Lyrics. The song is Work Work by Lee Jin-hyuk. A hot debate session about K-pop lyrics. OMG lyrics. She is independent, self-sufficient, and great at surviving. Jane, welcome back.
Hello.
Yes, welcome back. So I think this is very true. You're definitely very independent, self-sufficient, and great at surviving. If you were to go on those survival programs on variety shows, I think you would do really well.
I don't know. I really don't know.
Oh, really? I think you would do really well in jungles, especially. Yeah, if you go to a jungle by yourself, wouldn't you be able to survive?
I mean, I try my best to find a way to survive. I mean, obviously, I don't know all the skills, but yeah, I definitely keep myself busy and stay active and try to find ways.
Yeah, for me, I would just like lie down somewhere. I'll be like, yeah, okay, let's enjoy the nature, have some coconuts or something. I don't know, just be there. Anyways, have you ever had a part-time job? In the introduction for today, I was talking about part-time jobs, and one of the most popular part-time jobs for part-time job workers, they seek for this job, which is the amusement park jobs.
Oh.
Yeah, isn't it weird?
I would find that really exhausting though.
I know.
Especially because I don't know what the work environment or the atmosphere is outside of Korea. But in Korea, you go to amusement parks and you see those workers with like doing all the hand gesture every time.
안녕하세요.
And the tone as well.
Yeah.
It has to be like super high.
Super high so they can hear you.
Yeah. So I'm just like, man, that's hard work. I don't think
Yeah.
I could ever do that.
Yeah, me too.
Especially with my husky voice.
Yeah. As I was saying, I think it really depends on the person. If you're a person who likes to have that kind of like energy, like positive energy, be always happy.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Oh, no. If you are that kind of person, I think that's fine for a job like that. But for a person like me or like you, I think it would be better for like, cafes, something like a restaurant, something more mellow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not a fast food part-time job. Yeah, I wouldn't do really well with fast food either.
I don't think I can stay anywhere like in a fast food
Yeah.
like restaurant only because I just don't like eating fast food.
Wow, she is definitely self-sufficient. She does not eat fast food. This is the first time that I see a person who does not eat fast food.
I mean, I have like that one day where I just like let go and
Yeah,
I
of
do have like
course.
fast food then.
Yeah.
But I'm not like a regular fast food eater.
Gosh. Yeah, I'm so jealous. I love fast food. This is a really big issue for me.
Oh no.
Yeah, I love fast food. So it's like, and especially when I go on diets. Now that I'm on a diet these days.
Oh my goodness, your stress level must be like going up and down.
Well, I'm gonna say yes, a little bit, but I mean, I'm not like a really a person who gets really stressed because of like no food. I mean, I can survive, but it's still, since I'm a person, I'm a human being.
Right.
I have my needs.
Yes.
But since if they're not met, my body like aches.
Crashes. Oh, right.
Yeah,
Okay.
it aches. It's telling me, have some food. One of the big thing about diets is that if you're not a person with like a lot of energy, who's Jane, she works out every single day, right? So you have like basic energy level, right?
Right.
체력. We call it 체력 here in Korea. Health condition. But like a person like me who goes on a diet on and off and who does not. I mean, I try to exercise as much as I can, but I cannot do it like every single day, So what happens when I go on diets is that my body suddenly shuts off. So like literally I would be like, I will be in my practice room and suddenly I will be sitting down, right?
Right.
And I'll be looking for like, things to do in practice and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
And then I would go to sleep for like 5 minutes. Literally, I would just like sit down and go to sleep. And then I will be like, and then I will wake up.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think that might also be like because you don't have like a fixed schedule.
Yes, that's true
So
too.
your body kind of tends to just shut down randomly.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think it's healthy, but if I get my like daily routine well done, I think this would stop. But this always happens to me when I go on the first term of when I go on a diet. The first 3 weeks.
No.
Yeah.
But do make sure you have like healthy food.
Yeah, I mean,
definitely don't like starve.
I know I don't. Yeah, it's not like how you guys think. It's just it's not like I starve to death. No, I do eat very well. I have my health supplementary what do you call it? Medicine? Pills. And also I love to have, what I do if I don't have that much energy for the day, I have like a hot chocolate maybe.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, and because a hot chocolate for me, I mean, I don't want to brag, but I don't gain that much like weight.
Oh, lucky.
I gain a lot of weight in a progressive way. Yeah, so it takes me like a couple of months to like eating like that to gain weight. But yeah, so I guess it's nice to be born naturally. Yeah. Anyways,
I'm like glaring at you right now.
I know that's why I was gonna finish that sentence, but I couldn't. Anyways, is there like any restaurant or cafe where you went and thought, wow, the part-time job here must be really tough? Did you see any of those?
For me personally, it was more, I don't know. I mean, I guess they're both really hard work, but cafes. Yeah. Because not only do you have to like serve your customers and go around and like clean the tables and whatnot, but you also have to learn the menu and how to make each like drink.
Yeah.
So I don't know. For me, I would always like look at them and think, Jane, would you be able to memorize all of that?
You know, as a cafe part-time job worker, experienced person, I would say yes, it's okay. And sometimes you do forget.
Right.
Sometimes you do forget, but that's why we have like, you know, your fellows, companions right beside you so they can help you.
I mean, it's because I've never seen them like have the actual like how to make each drink.
They probably get all educated before, so yeah. And there's always that 수습 기간. Especially for like the star thing cafes, since they're like real like baristas coming in, full-time workers. Oh yeah, because that coffee place does not use part-time jobs. Interesting. But anyways, you always need to have that practice. What do you call it? Period. Yeah, practice period where you learn all the recipes and also all the things that like special kind of like ways the cafe works. For example, some cafes, they say 어서 오세요, but some people don't say that. Some people just say like 안녕하십니까, 나나나나입니다. It's different the way that you like. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yes, it's very different.
Yeah, but I would never like to work at a cafe.
I was gonna say that I would never like to work in those like fast food. I'm not only talking about the, Mac thing. I'm not talking about those like burgers. I'm talking about those like any types of fast food. For example, like the sandwich place.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? The station.
I mean, because it's like fast food, like everything must be done quick.
So many people coming in and out of it so fast.
Yeah.
I would go crazy.
Yeah, I think I would be like that too. I mean, even though I'm like a very quick, get everything done right now sort of person. Ooh, I don't think I could like manage the whole like chaos.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't see it, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was extremely hectic and like just crazy inside. So yeah, I kind of agree with you too.
Yes. Okay, so I think we should move on. We talked a lot about the part-time jobs. But anyways, we're now moving on to listen our HOTBEAT Mondays segment, OMG Lyrics. Jane, please introduce the segment for us.
All right, so OMG Lyrics is a segment where Howon and I check out the lyrics of a K-pop song and have a debate about its story.
Yes.
Then we also talk about other songs that go well with the narrator of the lyrics or choose a response song to that song. You can also look forward to see what songs Howon and I select.
All right, let's finally begin OMG Lyrics. What is the song for today's debate?
Okay, so PD님, music cue.
Cue.
It has like, I don't know, there's the vibe of this.
It's very folksy.
Yeah. You're dancing to it?
So today's song is called 오락실 Arcade by Hans Band. Yes. Let's talk about this song, please, Jane.
So 오락실 Arcade is a song which was released in 1998. Hans Band is a band composed of 3 sisters, and the band was very popular in the 90s.
Wow, very, very good. So, as we listen to the song, I was going to say, what kind of lyrics is this? But we'll see. We're gonna, Jane is going to translate it for us in English. So here we go.
So let me start. And here's a part of the song that I'm going to introduce to you all today.
Yeah.
Starts off with 시험을 망쳤어. 집에 가기 싫었어. 열받아서 오락실에 들어갔어. I failed the test. I didn't want to go home. I went to the arcade in a fit of rage.
Wow.
어머 이게 누구야? 저 대머리 아저씨.
Oh, wow.
와, why, who is this? That bold man. 내가 제일 사랑하는 우리 아빠.
Oh, wow.
It's my dad, the person I love the most. 용돈을 주셨어. 단 조건이 붙었어. He gave me an allowance, but there was a catch. 엄마에겐 말하지 말랬어. He told me not to tell mom. 가슴이 아파. 무거운 아빠의 얼굴. It hurts my heart to see his face heavy. 오늘의 뉴스. 대낮부턴 오락실엔 이 시대에 아빠들이 많다는데. Oh no. Today's news. There are a lot of dads spending their daytime in arcades.
Oh, really?
혀끝을 쯧쯧. 내 탓이는 엄마와 내 눈치를 살피는 우리 아빠.
Uh-huh.
No, so it's like tusk, like
Yeah.
tut, tut. My mom clicks her tongue, and my dad is walking on eggshells. Oh no. 늦은 밤중에 아빠의 한숨 소리. In the middle of the night, I hear dad sighing. 옆엔 신나게 코 골며 잠꼬대하는 엄마. Mom is next to him, snoring and sleep talking. 아빠
Wow.
힘내요. 난 아빠를 믿어요. Dad, cheer up. I believe in you. 아빠를 이해할 수 있어요. 아빠를 너무 사랑해요. I understand you. I love you so much.
Oh. So it's about a daughter who goes to an arcade and runs into her dad and has lost his job and is spending the daytime at the arcade. So back into let me talk about this again. Back in 1998, Korea was hit hard by the Asian financial crisis and many people got laid off, right? Lots of husbands used to leave the house in the morning as if they were going to work and spend the whole day just loitering around outside because they didn't want their family to know about their layoff and worry. That's why they were in the arcades.
Yeah.
So contrary to the cheerful melody, the song reflects the sad reality of the era, right?
Wow. I mean, when we first heard the song, we're like dancing to it.
Yeah.
And then now we're like seeing the lyrics, we're like, we should not have danced to this song.
This is quite sad. Anyways, so in 1998, Jane, what were you doing?
I was going to school
Uh-huh.
in Hong Kong.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, for us, we're kind of blessed that we
Right.
did not go through this. What about you?
I was also going to school in 1998. Probably I was, 7 years old, Korean age. Maybe the year that I moved to, oh no, I was still in Venezuela.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was living in Venezuela because I lived there for 5 years. I moved in 1998 to Peru. 1999, I moved to Peru. 1998, I was still in Venezuela. Probably, yeah. I mean, I was going to 유치원. What do you call it?
Kindergarten? Preschool?
Preschool.
Yeah.
I probably was going to preschool. Probably still doing lots of like lessons, like for example, like piano lessons, swimming lessons, etc. Because I started swimming at age 4, I think. Age 5.
Very
4,
early.
Yeah. Very. My mom. She just threw me to the water. Literally, I still remember that day. I was wearing like maybe like tubes or something, and she just like threw me into the water.
Oh no.
It was a really small pool, but still, I mean, she threw me, and the girl, the woman, the instructor, she caught me, and I was like, but fun fact, I was having fun. I was like,
She wanted to toughen you up.
Yeah, she did. I mean, yeah, she wanted me to be very close to water.
Ah.
So I actually am. I love water. So I love
Nice.
swimming. I love, all those things. Anyways, 1998, I guess it was different for our family as well because we were in, South America. But, I wonder what happened. Yeah, I mean, it would have been so different if we were to experience life in Korea.
Yeah.
Would it have been?
For sure,
Yeah,
totally.
yeah.
But I actually did not know about this until I got older.
There was like a financial crisis in Korea.
So it's still very interesting for me to see, especially like seeing how much Korea has developed.
Oh, so much.
Exactly. So I'm just like, wow, that's actually kind of amazing, and wondering what it would be like if I had ever experienced it. Definitely heartbreaking if my dad even went through this.
Yeah, it would
But
have been.
yeah, I just remember in 1998, I was beginning to not want to go to school and I would act like I'm sick. So I would purposely try to make
All
my
kids try to
forehead
do that at
like
least once, yeah.
super hot
Yeah.
and be like, "Mom, I'm sick. I don't want to go
I don't
to
want
school."
to go. I can't go. I'm
And
so
she would carry me to the school bus.
So, did you go? Were there like arcades in Hong Kong too?
Not that I remember. My parents personally did not want both me and my brother to go or get into games. So we had like a lot of strict rules, like not much TV, and also those like game
Consoles and stuff like that. Yeah.
So we were kind of laid off by that.
No wonder you're so into sports. Because that's like the only thing that you were permitted to do, weren't you?
I mean, we used to just run around like outside basketball court and stuff.
Yeah. Huh. I guess for me, my parents they didn't even care that I played games. So I was actually very friendly with like video games, console games. But fun fact is that I also did lots of sports too. Yeah, so I think like all my life was really well balanced when I was when I was a little child.
What sort of sports did you?
Oh, just like I said, like swimming. I used to do swimming, lots of like always had swimming classes. Always had tennis classes. Always played basketball when I was in school. I was in the basketball team. Believe it or not. Believe it or not. Yes, I was like one of the MVPs. But when I was a child.
MVP.
But when I was a child. What else? I mean, I tried to play soccer, but I was not friendly with soccer. But the rest, tennis, again. I love bowling too.
Ooh.
Yeah, bowling was one of my favorite sports too. And I always loved volleyball, but volleyball, it was in high school that I started to play. But anyways,
I wanna like try out volleyball and tennis.
Oh.
Yeah, those are the two sports that I like to watch, but I've never tried playing it.
Okay, in my personal opinion, don't take this the wrong way, but volleyball could be a little bit hard for you
because of height, right?
Not because of height. I think you would break. I think your arms would break. But tennis, I think will be fine. I think you would be a really good tennis player.
Yeah.
Yeah, because tennis really, it's not about power. It's more about like agility.
Yeah.
And I think agility is, obviously. Yeah, All right. So again, I just really want to talk about this OMG lyrics song. We're talking about arcades and 1998. Start to relate those things, Happy Fam, okay? We're now listening to this whole song for today's OMG lyrics. It is called 오락실 Arcade by Band. This is HOTBEAT's DJ Howon, and you're listening to our Monday segment, OMG Lyrics with Jane. We just listened to that song for today's OMG Lyrics, 오락실 Arcade by Band. The lyrics talk about a daughter who goes to an arcade and runs into her dad, and who's killing time there because he got laid off from work due to the Asian financial crisis. So yes. I like the last part. 사랑해요. Love you, dad. Very kind of like a
sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the original song that we always sing in Korea when it's like for like dads. 아빠 힘내세요. 우리가 있잖아요. It's kind of like that kind of song.
I mean, like I kind of feel that vibe too now that we know what it's about.
Yeah. You know the topic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of has like that sad feeling to the song too.
But like regardless, like we love you, dad.
Yeah.
Sort of thing.
Kind of like a, what do you call it? Cheering up song, I want to say. Yeah. Okay, so how would you feel, Jane, if you went to an arcade and you ran into your dad, who is killing time there because he got laid off from work, would you like go say hi, or would you pretend not to have seen him and just turn around? What would you do?
I mean, like for me, well, first of all, I find it super weird to see him at an arcade.
Of course.
Because, yeah, I would be like, oh, hi, Dad.
Hi, Dad.
Like,
yeah.
how's it going if I saw him at the gym?
Ah.
But then if I saw him at an arcade, which is like totally random, I'd be like, huh, why is he here?
Yeah.
And I would not pretend
Uh-huh.
to not see him.
Would you go say hi?
Yeah, I'd go say hi and see what he's playing. And if he's playing anything, I'd be like, what level are you on? Let me catch up to you.
Very casually.
Yeah. What about you?
I think. Well, if you asked me this question, if we had this question like maybe like 10 years ago, I probably would have said also like, I would go say hi and be very chill about it. But nowadays, if I think about that situation and if I think to myself, if I was in my dad's position, I would not want for anyone to recognize me. You know what I mean?
I mean, I don't know. For me, the reason why I would not like just walk away and I would try to make conversation with him is probably to just let him know that it's okay.
Yeah.
And that, it regardless of what happens, like we're a family, so don't need to hide.
Yeah.
So in that sense, that's why I'm just like, what level are you on?
Yeah. I totally get it, and I think that's a fine way too. But I don't know. Like if it was like if it was me and if I was my dad and if I was in that situation and my son saw me, I probably would not want my son to come and talk to me.
Is this kind of like a pride thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So like yeah, I mean, dads always have those kind of like, pride things, right? Because they're always, especially, I don't know if our happy listeners might be, related or to this, because in Korea, especially, this thing about dads becoming the ones who I want to say 가장, but I cannot say that word in English. What would be the word for
It's
가장?
kind of like the one who takes care of the family.
Thank you.
The most responsible one.
Yes. So that's what the Korean culture is like. Although it obviously in other countries as well, but especially in Korea, it's a little bit more strict in that sense. So I don't know. I would feel kind of embarrassed if my son saw me in that situation.
Yeah, I guess that would be like from a father to son sort of relationship.
Yeah.
But I think for female like girls,
for daughters,
we're more like the nurture type.
Yeah.
So we're more like, we understand. Let's talk about it. Sort of like.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, for sure.
I totally get it. Yeah. I think that's the reason why dads tend to be closer to their daughters, and mothers tend to be closer to their sons.
Yeah.
What they always say is that dads always say, when they see their daughters, it's like, oh, you're a more better version of your mom.
Oh, really? No, my dad's like,
Have you ever heard that?
No, he actually says the opposite.
Oh, really?
He's like, you're just like your mom, but because you're younger, you're like the hot-blooded version. And he'd always be like, calm down. You need to like look at your mom and like kind of realize yourself. Like you need to like calm down.
Oh, right. Because also like moms tend to be saying like when they see their sons, it's like, oh, you're a better version of your dad. And so like that's why like moms tend to love their sons lots, and dads tend to love like daughters.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah. But it's just funny. It's funny how your dad always says that you're like a hot-blooded version of your mom. All right, so moving on. Would it be wise to tell your mom about your dad's layoff, or would it be wiser to keep it a secret? What would you do, Jane?
I mean, knowing my mom, I would definitely share it with her. But before I do, I would advise my dad to bring it up to her and discuss this like with everyone as a family to kind of come up with the solution and what to do. And obviously this is not like it's a finance sort of situation. So definitely as a family, we should work it out together, see what stuff we need to cut down for the time being. So yeah, for me, I would open it up. What about you?
I would think about it a lot. I don't know exactly the answer right now that I would choose. Probably I would say that I would tell my mom because I think it's obvious.
Yeah.
Obviously.
But I think I tell my dad before
telling mom.
telling my
yeah,
mom.
I will probably say, Dad, I think I'm going to tell mom about this. Is
Or
that okay?
I think you should tell mom.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, better your dad telling your mom that. Yeah. Good. Yeah. Very, very good. I like that. Okay, so we actually have to move on to listen to a song right now. This is going to be our writer's pick for today's OMG lyrics related song. The song that she picked is H.O.T's Beat Hope.
Ooh.
The writer says, this song was made to give hope to the Korean people during the Asian financial crisis. It was recently remade and covered by SM Town. Yeah, you all know that song. Yeah, that's the song. So we're going to listen to a writer's pick and we'll be back. The song is Beat Hope by H.O.T. So today is Monday and we talked about OMG lyrics. The song was 오락실 Arcade by Hans Bende, a daughter who goes to an arcade and runs into her dad who's killing time there because he's got laid off. That was the topic of today's song. And the song we just listened to was our writer's pick related to today's song. It was Beat Hope by H.O.T. So now we're moving on to our choices, Jane. I chose today the song called Superstar by Mido와 Falasol, which is a OST from the drama Hospital playlist.
Yeah. I love that drama.
Yeah, and the reason I chose this song, obviously the song goes, 괜찮아, 잘 될 거야. You know, everything's gonna be fine. Yeah.
Kind of does keep you at ease.
Yeah.
Definitely, it suits today's topic.
What about you?
All right, for me, I picked 걱정 말아요 그대 by Juck. I think this is another song that really suits today's topic. It's basically like, don't worry. Kind of, everything's going to be fine. So, yeah.
This was actually also a remake song, right?
Yeah.
I think for an OST.
Yeah, and it came out on
1988.
Yeah, Reply
1988. Love that drama. All right. So anyways, hope you guys enjoy the two songs we have ready for you. Those were our pick. Before we wrap up OMG lyrics, I just want to tell you guys again, if you have any like crazy lyrics that you want to... Sorry about that. If you have any crazy lyrics that you want to talk about and you thought it was really interesting to actually share with all of our HOTBEAT fam, let us know what kind of song it is. Obviously, we love to have those crazy songs here on our OMG lyrics. That's why it's called OMG lyrics. Anyways, so Jane, I will be seeing you next week, right?
Yes.
Okay, let's listen to these two songs. Again, they are Superstar by Mido와 Falasol, and then we'll have 걱정 말아요 그대 by Juck. So I'll see you next week, Jane.
See you next week.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Now it is time for us to wrap up part 1. Moving on to part 2 after this song. HOTBEAT fan, please stay tuned. The song is You Better Not by Donggun and Jaeyoon from TO1.
Every step we're grooving, follow my beat, I'm with you. Heartbeat, heartbeat.
Welcome everyone to the second hour of HOTBEAT. I'm HOTBEAT's DJ Howon of W24, your one and only HOTBEAT. Now for part 2, we have our 3 daily segments. It is Ssup, the TMI Quiz, Who Knows, and also That's the Reason. Guys, please stay tuned. All right, we have 2 songs to listen to. They are 너도 나도 Hang Out by 이민혁 featuring 소연 of 여자 아이돌 G-Idol and My Heart Skip a Beat by Purple Kiss. Hola, Ssup. Hello everyone, how was your day today? How was your day? What did you guys see, feel, eat, and talk about? It is time for you to share your life stories with me, DJ Howon. Any story about your day is going to be great. So tell us how you spent the day, what you ate, who you met, etc. Along with a brief introduction about yourself. Very good. So we have our sub story for today. This is it. It is Joe from Philippines saying, "Hi again, Hodi. Hello. Since I'm doing better with my art nowadays, I got myself a passion project. This project is an animatic MV for W24 songs that I think will be a good trilogy story. Since My Universe 언제까지나 was released, I can't stop thinking of how the song was related to 소심해 and 좋아해요. Ah, I mean, 소심해 is like being afraid of or timid about your feelings to someone. 좋아해요 is finally having the courage to confess your love, and My Universe is being in love and or in a relationship. I now have a storyboard for them, and I am actually will begin the drawings as of this writing. So wish me luck and hope I'll have time to finish 소심해 animatics before your anniversary comes. Hope it turns out the way that I want to. Thank you as always, and hope everyone have a better days," says Joe from Philippines. Thank you, Joe from Philippines, for this message. First of all, yeah, I don't know exactly what to tell you about this trilogy thing because they are not related, first of all. I don't think they're related. Yeah, 소심해 좋아해요 and then 언제까지나. Although it kind of does sound like it could be, set up to be a trilogy. You guys all know that 소심해 was a song about a guy being timid because he's like saying, why don't you come first to me? I'm very shy. It's that kind of song. 좋아해요, it's a little bit more, although it's still the shy guy, a little bit more elaborated to actually saying that I like you to that person. And 언제까지나 is more of like an internal like love song. So I can guess why these 3 songs could be related. Kind of like a developing loving love song, right? But I just wanted to tell you that, there was no purpose on making them all related. Although they could be related. Anyways, yeah, I'm looking forward to that animatic MV. Yeah. If you're talking about an animatic MV, I think maybe you're talking about those kind of like metaverses characters. Am I right? Or maybe you're thinking a little bit more, what do you say? Kind of like, because our 언제까지나 music video was very animated. Yeah, we had like pixel animated characters coming in. But really curious about how you're going to be able to do this animatic MV. Yeah. Let us know in detail what kind of like storyline you're thinking about, and also what kind of like animation characters you're using. If you're using like those metaverses, I think that would be cool too. To see those like avatar characters that look like us. All right, anyways, thank you very much, guys, for this. Joe, for this message. I will be sending you myself through the email. We're now moving on to listening to a song, and I'll be back with a TMI quiz. Who knows? The song is 좋아해요 by W24. From K-stars to K-culture, that's now the center of the world. We solve too much information quizzes that aren't too obvious. TMI quiz, who knows? Starting our second daily segment, it is time for the TMI quiz. Who knows? Remember, if you guys know the answer as we go through the quiz, let us know through our two ways. It is the HOTBEAT website send message board, or you can direct message our Instagram ID is HOTBEAT0409. So from Monday through Sunday, we will draw one winner among those who answer correctly. Those winners will actually be uploaded on the announcement board after Sunday show ends, so please check that out if you want to see if you're the winner or not. And the winners will be receiving my selfie. Okay? So participate, Happy Fam. Okay, TMI quiz, who knows for today? This is the question we have. Wonpil of Day 6 has released his first full-length solo album called Filmography. The title track is called 안녕 잘가, Voiceless, and it is a ballad song that Wonpil helped to compose and write the lyrics to. If I remember correctly, he, helped in composing and writing all the songs for his album. Good. So today's quiz is about Wonpil. Wonpil says that after learning this, he now finds it easier to make gestures on stage. What is this? Number 1 is dancing, and number 2 is rapping. So, obviously, as an idol, you usually tend to learn dancing, at least like the basics, like the up and downs, the bounce, and stretching, obviously, and those like really, really easy steps, right? Usually you tend to learn them, but like rapping, I don't think rapping is like a necessity for like idols. Of course, because like people like Wonpil, obviously he knows how to sing, so he doesn't need to like rap, right? Although sometimes you have those singers rapping. But anyways, I wonder what he did to make sure that he has better gestures on stage. I think rapping could be a good one, because when you start rapping, you tend to use like your arms and be like, yeah, wah, 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 wah. But dancing also really helps with like gestures. Not only gestures, but also the whole movement, how you move up on stages. So yeah, it could be either two. It could be dancing or rapping. Who knows? So take a guess, Hobby Fam. Let us know. And now we'll be back with That's the Reason after this song. Okay, the song is 안녕 잘가, Voiceless by Wonpil from Day 6. Now, moving on to That's the Reason, it is time to listen to 3 songs based on a theme. Today we have a theme called, ooh, I like this, centimeters. Wahaha. So literally the topic for today is centimeters. We're talking about lengths and stuff like that, right? So the first song, anything that has to do with centimeters is going to be today's That's the Reason. The first song we had is Tomorrow by Together's 20 centimeters. I wonder why they chose this as a topic. But anyways, yes, that's the first one. The second song is going to be Minseo's 2 centimeters or 2cm featuring Paul Kim. And the third song is Yoo Seung Woo's Son, 45.7 centimeters featuring Woo. Ooh, right. So all of the 3 songs we have for That's the Reason have centimeters in the title. Hope you guys enjoy them. We'll be back after listening to their songs, and I'll talk about them more in detail. So today's That's the Reason, we're talking about songs that have the word centimeters in them. We had Tomorrow by Together's 20 centimeters, 20cm. Then we had 2cm by Minseo featuring Paul Kim. And then we had Son Line, 45.7 centimeters by Yoo Seung Woo featuring Woo. Very nice songs. First song we listened to again, Tomorrow by Together's 20 centimeters. This was released in 2019. It is about the innocent feelings and butterflies of the teenage years. All right, I see. I can see that from the title. And it is about a boy who is 20 centimeters taller than his crush. Right. That's why the song is so romantic. No wonder the sound of it is so romantic. I think it's from it's like a B-side track from their album called what's it called? 꿈의 Magic. Remember the title track of this album was 9와 4분의 3승강장에서 너를 기다려, Runaway, I think it was. no, it's I don't. Oh yeah, it is called Runaway. So that song Bibi Babi Di Bibi Di Babi Di Boo. Yeah. That's in that album. They had this song called 20 Centimeters, which is quite nice. I think Tomorrow by Together did a good job to changing their concept to a more of like a boyfriend kind of like style. And I really, really like that they did so. I think this like concept like 20 centimeters and the kind of like boyfriend materials kind of like concept really goes well with them. So that's good. All right, so that was our first song for tomorrow. No, for today. That's the reason not Tomorrow by Together. The next song we had was again Minseo's 2 Centimeters featuring Paul Kim. This was released in 2019. It is actually a duet song that says that two people who are just about to fall in love are just 2 centimeters away from each other. Aha. Oh, 2 centimeters is really, really small. I'm guessing maybe it's like, it's for like, I don't know, a hug. Because 2 centimeters is really short. Yeah, you guys all know what I'm talking about, right? All right, and then we had Yoo Seung Woo's song called Son, which is 45.7 centimeters, featuring Woo. This was released in 2016. It is written from the perspective of two people who are just about to start dating and the exciting feelings they have. The song was written based on a study that says that the critical distance that determines the intimacy between a man and a woman is 45.7 centimeters. I have no idea why it is 45.7 centimeters. I think 45 compared to 2 centimeters is too big or too long of a distance. Although, yeah, 45.7 is also very small. Yeah. 2 centimeters is very, very, very close. Alright, it's like breathing into each other. But anyways, I mean, how would you even, guess the distance of like the critical distance of between like a man and a woman to be 45.7? I mean, who decided that? Who cares? I mean, if you're in love with a man and a woman, whatever. It doesn't matter how many centimeters you are apart or you're close. It's the heart that flutters, right? When you like someone. Okay, so that was today's That's the Reason songs. Hope you guys enjoy them. Obviously, we had to have like a more obvious song from maybe 10cm. You guys all know that we talk about 10cm a lot. We have many songs here on HOTBEAT from them, but it was too kind of like obvious, so we wanted to go through more of a like title songs that have centimeters on them. Okay, so that's the reason. We're now moving on to listening to a song, and I'll be back. The song is called Red Wine by Lamsey. Now it is time to reveal the answer for today's TMI quiz. Who knows? Again, this is the question we had. Wonpil of Day 6 says that after learning this, he finds it easier to make gestures on stage. What is this? Number 1 was dancing, and number 2 was rapping. And the answer is dancing. Yes, I know. Dancing really does help you with like the stages and gestures. So Wonpil has learned dancing in acrobatics. At first, he felt awkward dancing in front of a mirror, but it has helped him a lot with getting into the rhythm of making gestures on stage. I do this a lot when I'm practicing for like stages. Yeah. Well, actually, I'm not done that quite enough these days, but it's very important to do so. It's very important to see yourself in a mirror and do those like performances. Dancing really helps, guys. The bounce and how to maintain your core when you're like, maybe like, going through the groove and stuff like that. So, yeah. I also, as I told you guys before, I think I had a dance teacher. Double 24 has a dance teacher. She's awesome. But we don't do that nowadays. Yeah. I guess that time phase where we had to practice dancing has changed and moved on. But anywho, she always, after she sees one of our performances, she always like criticizes us and tells us what's wrong with our like body core and like bouncing. So Although these days I've actually had lots of compliments because I use a lot of my body these days. I really open my arms and be more open. I used to be very like small, like the area around me. I used to use it very small, but now that I use it bigger, she really likes that. So, anyways. Okay, so that was the TMI quizz's answer. Hope you guys got it correct. We're now moving on to listening to a song, and I'll be back to wrap up. The songs are 오늘도 난 그 자리에 있어, I Am Still Here by Pen, and 한 걸음 Love Message by 박재정. It is time for us to wrap up already. We'll say goodbye with the ending song called 아니야, I Knew by 정준일. I am DJ Howon, your one and only Hodi, and I'll see you guys tomorrow on HOTBEAT. Goodbye.